What is your music discovery process for your content? How does this have an impact on your video in terms of mood, vibe, and style?
So when I first started YouTube, discovering music was the most difficult and time-consuming part of my video editing process. I was constantly going through like SoundCloud and all of the copyright-free things that I would just randomly find on Google, and it was really a struggle to find something that helped my vibe and didn't just distract from the video. But now I've found platforms like SyncVault where I can actually find music based off of mood or genre or tempo, and it's music that artists really pour their souls into, and so you really feel like this genuine, authentic vibe that goes along with your video instead of something that distracts. And also, the amount of time, once you have access to a music platform, the amount of time it takes for you to find music for your video goes down substantially. And so that has been a huge help for me in my YouTube career. Without music that supports what I'm saying or that goes behind, I feel like there's a little bit of emptiness, but music fills that and helps the listener or the viewer to really focus in on your video.
Before I even start editing a video, it's so important for me to find the right type of music, which helps me to better narrate the story I am trying to tell. I go on SyncVault and I just spend hours, honestly hours, just listening to really good music. And some music is so good, but it just doesn't really fit the theme. I really like words, I like lyrics, so that's quite important to me. And I try to make sure that the lyrics match up with the theme of the video. And yeah, so even before I start editing, I just spend hours kind of like picking songs, listening to them, finding and thinking about places where in the video they'll be most impactful. I think music is so important in creating YouTube videos and telling stories, so I put a lot of time in finding good music, and SyncVault has been amazing for that. I honestly have access to so many amazing artists, and it just changes the mood, you know, like just a happy song can just really help the viewer to be like, oh yeah, now I'm meant to be feeling happy, and the sad song can make the viewer feel like, oh my god, it's a sad moment. I love music, and I love how it can transform words and how it can transform visual stimuli to create something really wonderful. So my music process is definitely like one of the first things I do before even editing any video.
The music discovery process for me is kind of trial and error. So when I'm on the SyncVault website, I just kind of click on songs that, you know, maybe grab my attention, and I'll play them while I pull up my video on another window and play them at the same time. And I can kind of get an idea of like, yeah, this fits the vibe or this works. And then sometimes I'm just like, nah, this isn't the right song for this. So I know maybe some people can hear the music as they're recording or as they're editing, but for me, I'm very visual, so I like to watch and play them at the same time and just kind of see if I'm getting like the vibe that I'm looking for.
My discovery process in music, I would say when I think of an idea or recorded a video, I know in my head before I've edited it how I want it to come out. I want the end purpose sort of thing. So like I know if it's like more of an upbeat sort of one, I'm gonna have to go and find like a lively sort of song, or it all just depends on the mood really, but I feel like I get the feel for it and then go from there. It definitely has a big impact because you literally use music to portray the mood and everything, don't you? So make sure you've got to always make sure you pick the correct vibes. Okay.
So when I first started using music on my YouTube channel, I had to Google, royalty-free music or like licensed music, and it was such a pain because all these sites, they either want, a big monthly membership fee, which I just didn't want to pay, especially when I wasn't making any money from my YouTube channel. So then I finally found like YouTube's audio library, which was free, but it was really bad music. It was like the equivalent of like audio MIDI files, and like it just wasn't good. It took me hours to find a decent track that I could use. And then it would just get overused by both me and also just other YouTubers. It was free. It wasn't until I found SyncVault until I actually started having good music. So I'm so happy. Now I just go straight to SyncVault and I just click on, you know, the list and listen to maybe like 5 or 6 tracks, and I always find something that's pretty good, or sometimes very good. People actually, you know, comment saying how happy they are with my music selections and like what is the song. So now, you know, I display what the song is on the track itself and also in the description, so they can, you know, very easily see, you know, who the artist is and what the music is. So it's really helping everybody. And it also allows me now to have kind of like more cinematic scenes. So if you watch my channel, you'll see a lot of drone footage or kind of me just showing, you know, beautiful places. That allows me to have kind of beautiful moments that, you know, take people kind of deeper into travel where I am.
Don't need to pretend to be more, and I think that's what love is. It feels like coming home.